7 long years is how long I've been with my business partner. And all of a sudden, he wants to hire his cousin Rico. I'm telling him, hey, Rico's probably not the best fit for this position. He's fresh out of school. He's never really had a job before. We can't just throw him into a manager position at the new restaurant we're opening up. But he begged me for an opportunity. He said, hey, I promise that I can do this. So you know what? I looked him in the eyes and I said, I will give you a chance. I will give you the opportunity to be the manager. And guys, I'll tell you right now, it turns out to be the absolute biggest mistake of my life. My business is ruined. My 7-year relationship with my business partner is down the drain. And it's all because we had to bring in Rico. And when I tell you guys what he did, you're not gonna believe it. And yes, I have every single update. Okay, so I'm 31 and female. And I just got out of what I can only describe as the most insane 7-year business partnership from hell. This is a throwaway account because my ex-business partner knows my main and I don't need more drama. I need to know if I was actually the problem here because honestly, after everything that went down, I can't tell what's real anymore. My therapist says that I should write this out, so here it goes. So, background first, right? I used to be an EMT, but burned out hard during COVID. It was bad. Like, couldn't sleep for days, jumping at siren level, burned out. My business partner, Marcus, who's 28 years of age, and I have been friends since culinary school and always dreamt of opening a restaurant together. When I left emergency medicine, he convinced me this was our shot. His family mentor owned this perfect little space downtown. It's an old converted bank building, original vault still there. The works. We'd been running our first location successfully, I might add, for 6 years, when we decided to expand. Yeah, that's where things get messy, so here it goes. Marcus's cousin Rico had just graduated from some fancy hospitality program and needed a job. He's 25, and Marcus begged me to bring him on board as some floor manager for the new location. I should have trusted my instincts. I should have trusted my gut. When Rico showed up to the interview 40 minutes late with a Starbucks in hand, but Marcus swore he was just nervous. Whatever, family is family, right? The first red flag was my cookware collection. See, I collect this vintage Griswold cast irons and stuff like that. We're talking pieces from the 20s that I've spent years hunting down at estate sales, Goodwills, thrift shops, you name it. I had them displayed in our new location front area because customers love to see it. I actually think it's a selling point. I specifically told Rico not to touch them because they're fragile and some are worth more than his monthly salary. Well, I didn't say that part, but it is. 3 weeks in, I come in early to prep and find Rico has completely reorganized everything. My 1925 Griswold Dutch oven that belonged to my grandma, shoved in a cabinet. My Le Creuset collection that was arranged by year, mixed in with the house equipment, and when I confronted him, he said I, quote, needed to set up the display before the soft opening. You weren't here, so I made an executive decision. Executive decision? I lost it. Not proud of it, but after finding my $800 vintage mandolin tossed in what the regular prep tools were with, I saw red. Rico started screaming at me about how I was being materialistic and controlling, and Marcus walked in during this and immediately just took Rico's side. Said I was overreacting per usual and that Rico was just trying to help. So, this pattern continued for months. Rico would do something boundary crossing and I would address it, and he would blow up and Marcus would obviously just defend him. The break room incident though, oh boy, this was special. See, we have this small break area for staff, and I always took my breaks at 2:30 p.m. because that's when my anxiety meds work best, and I just needed the quiet time. Rico decides he wants that exact time slot and that exact corner spot. I get there one day, and he's installed his own personal mini fridge. Okay, sounds innocent. It is not a small one. It's 4 feet tall, taking up half the break room. I asked him to move it to the storage area. No big deal, it's right around the corner and it has electricity. He refused, said it was for his special dietary needs. The guy literally only eats McDonald's supersize. After a week of not being able to use my break space, I moved it myself to the storage room, still plugged in, still working, just not in the break room, and Rico lost his mind. Even threatened to quit, said I was creating hostile work environments, and called Marcus literally crying about how I was targeting him, and Marcus made me sit through a 3-hour meeting about professional boundaries and respecting team members. For the next 6 months, every time Rico worked a shift, I basically banned from my own restaurant. Marcus said it was keeping the peace and that I need to prove that I could change. If I showed up when Rico was there, Marcus would literally text me to leave. I was gaslit so hard I started keeping a journal just to remember what actually happened. My therapist says this was actually what saved my sanity. So the financial stuff started next. Rico needed $1,500 for equipment upgrades for his station, and I saw the receipts later. It was for a gaming laptop. Marcus gave it to him from our joint account without asking me, so when I confront him, he said that I was being petty about money and that family does help family, do I not remember? But here's the thing that is irking me. Remember how I mentioned I've been friends with Marcus since culinary school? See, we have this mutual friend, Elena, who's now a food critic for The Times. That's right, the one and only. She stopped responding to my text about 8 months ago, and I just figured she's busy. No, Marcus told her I didn't want to speak to her anymore because she's given us a mediocre review 3 years ago, and he'd been intercepting her attempts to contact me for literally months. The end came with Rico admitting that he had, quote, complicated feelings about working so closely with Marcus. Not romantic, he claimed, but he felt that they had a deeper connection. Well, much deeper than Marcus and I had as business partners, and he actually said the words you wouldn't understand, our bond. I was done. I dissolved the partnership, crashed at my sister's place, and started working on opening my own spot. Marcus tried to strong-arm me during his asset division, but brought a whole new crew to just remove the equipment, claiming everything was his because his mentor owns the building, and my lawyer shut that crap down real quick. But before I could get there to secure my stuff, things went to missing. My knife roll with my custom Kramer Damascus blade, gone. My recipe notebooks that I've been keeping since I was 16, vanished. About $300 worth of imported saffron and vanilla beans, nowhere to be found. Even my truffle oil collection seemed to disappear. And Rico posted on Instagram that night with a caption about, quote, upgrading his home kitchen, and I swear I saw my knife roll in the background. So guys, I'm going to leave you with this question. Am I the a-hole for not apologizing to Rico and ruining Marcus's business? He's been telling everybody in our industry that I'm impossible to work with and that I abandoned him. The new location closed within 2 weeks of me leaving because apparently Rico didn't actually know how to run front of house, and Marcus is now saying I orchestrated the whole thing to sabotage him. Guys, if I'm the bad guy, that's okay, but in my mind, I see this as next level delusion. Hello? What's up, everybody? Oh man, so we have a business squabble. It seems these two people have been friends for quite some time, but a mysterious person comes in between them, the cousin, and it just seems like it's not working out. I do have an update posted exactly 4 hours after the original post. And well, this post kinda blew up. Guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Do not forget to hit the like button and drop your opinion down below. Let's see what you think about this story. Here is update number 1, posted 4 hours later with an edit that says, holy crap, this blew up. My phone is literally overheating from the notifications. So, to answer some common questions. Yes, I have security footage of Rico taking my stuff. My lawyer is handling it. To those asking why I stayed so long, well, trauma bonding is real, people. When you're being told you're the problem every single day, you start believing it. The mini fridge, it seems to have triggered a lot of you, lol. It was one of those situations where you know it's insane, but everyone around you acts like you're insane for thinking it's insane. You know? Just got off the phone with Elena, the food critic. She's furious. Apparently Marcus told her I was going through a mental health crisis and needs space. She's writing an article about toxic restaurant culture and wants to interview me. Oh, the best part? 3 of my old kitchen staff just texted me. Rico's been telling people he's the one who created my signature dish. Yeah, my signature dish, the one that got us featured in Food and Wine. That dish is literally based on my grandmother's recipes that I've been making since I was 12. I have photos of me making it at a family gathering back in '09. Yeah, that's a long time ago now. I'll update some more tomorrow. Right now, I'm stress eating cheese and reading all your comments to my sister who keeps telling, "I told you so," every 5 minutes. Save me. Update number 2, it's the next day with an edit that says, okay, things have escalated. Guys, this morning I woke up to 47 missed calls from Marcus. Apparently Rico tried to run the new location's dinner service last night solo because all the staff quit when they heard that I was not coming back. He had no idea how to work the expo station and sent out raw chicken twice. Oh, and a food blogger was there. The reviews are devastating. Someone used the phrase culinary attempted murder. That's right. But here's where it gets a little wild in my book. Marcus's mentor, the landlord, he calls me up. Turns out, Marcus has been telling him that I'm the one who brought Rico in and that I've been protecting him despite complaints. And the mentor has security footage of the entire restaurant and he pulled the tape. Yeah, y'all, Rico has been stealing. Not just my stuff. He's been taking liquor bottles, specialty ingredients, and even small equipment. There's footage of him loading boxes into his car at 2 a.m. multiple times, and the mentor estimated it's about $15,000 worth of product over 3 months. Marcus calls me up crying, begging me to come back, says that he knows he messed up, and he claims Rico had been manipulating him and that he sees it now, and he actually used the words, and I quote, "Rico convinced me you were toxic." Ugh, the gaslighting, the audacity. I said no. I've already signed a lease on my new spot. Smaller, but it's all mine. Elena's article comes out tomorrow, and she interviewed 6 former employees who all confirmed my story, and it's really one line cook who literally said Jordan was the only reason the place functioned. Marcus could not organize a spice rack without her. My lawyer sent a formal demand for the return of my belongings, and Rico responded by threatening to sue me for defamation. My lawyer laughed at that, like audibly laughed on the phone. You know those rich people laughs like, ah, 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 ah. Yeah, that's what he hit me with. Anyways, I'll be back with a final update. Let me know what you would do, though, down below. Your comments have helped me immensely. Here it is, the final update exactly 2 days later. Edit. I honestly can't believe I'm writing this, but a lot of y'all said I need to do closure. Okay, here it is. Marcus showed up at my sister's place at 7 a.m. with 2 boxes. All my knives, my recipe books, even the saffron. Everything except 1 copper pot that apparently Rico sold on Facebook. Yeah. He looked rough, like hasn't slept in days type of rough, like he needs a massage that doesn't end. He admitted everything. Rico was not even really his cousin. He's the son of Marcus's mentor's business partner who needed a job after getting fired from 4 restaurants for theft. Marcus was getting a kickback under the table for actually hiring him, and the quote complicated feelings that Rico mentioned. He's been trying to convince Marcus to push me out since day 1 so they could run the business together, and eventually force the mentor out too. The mentor is pressing charges against Rico for theft, duh, and Marcus is losing both locations. The first one's lease was up anywho, and the mentor terminated the second one for breach of contract, so Elena's article went viral. The headline was, and I quote, "When gaslighting becomes the kitchen fire, a toxic partnership exposed, and it did numbers." My phone has not stopped ringing with job offers and potential investors, and I'm actually considering a few. The funniest part, Rico applied to work at 3 restaurants in town using Marcus as a reference. All 3 called me instead because everyone knows I was the actual operations person. I told him the truth. The cold, hard truth. Rico is now apparently moving back with his parents in Connecticut. I started therapy twice a week now. Not because I'm like broken or anything, but because I want to make sure I never ignore a red flag again. My new restaurant opens up in 3 months and it's going to be smaller, much more calm, and 100% Rico-free. Jackpot. To everyone who said that I should have left sooner, you're right. To those who understood why I couldn't leave, thank you. Sometimes you need strangers on the interweb to confirm that you're not crazy. Oh, and Marcus. He texted me yesterday asking if I'd consider consulting for his next venture. I didn't respond, but I did laugh for a solid 5 minutes. Anyways, thanks guys. You helped me more than you know. That's it for now. Maybe I'll update in a year and let you know how my taco shop is going. See ya. What's up, everybody? I want to read these top 3 comment exchanges that came from the post, and man, oh man, they do not agree with each other. I have to know your opinion on these. So after the 3 comments, drop down in our comment section which one you agree with most. The first comment comes from Donkey Dan 774. Not the a-hole. Holy crap, OP. This is textbook narcissistic abuse with a side of financial manipulation. Rico is showing massive red flags since day one. Showing up late to the interview with Starbucks. That's not nerves, that's called entitlement. I mean, he came with a coffee, so he stopped to get it, knowing he was already late. Marcus is enabling him while gaslighting you. Oh, document everything. This is lawsuit territory, and I've been in the industry 20 years, and this is the worst partner sabotage I've ever seen. Get a restraining order against Rico immediately. That was comment number 1, and it seems like that commenter is completely on OP's side. The next commenter is a little skeptical of the situation. This one's from Sally Skep, 38. Anyone else calling bullcrap? The timeline does not add up. OP says they were partners for 7 years. Remember that? Remember that, right? But then claims they were successful for 6 years before expanding. Plus, what are the odds that Rico just happens to get caught on the camera stealing exactly $15,000 worth of stuff? Oh, and the mentor only checks the footage just now? Seems mighty convenient to me. Also, no real restaurant owner is displaying vintage cookware in the front area of a working restaurant. This reads like someone watched too much Kitchen Nightmares, if you ask me. That was comment number 2, who basically thinks the whole story is bullcrap. Let me know what you guys think about the restaurant owner displaying vintage cookware in the front area. To me, that's not such a big red flag. It could be just a collector who also owns a restaurant, and honestly, if I was walking by that restaurant, I would probably catch my eye and I might go in for a bite to eat. Here is the third and final comment, which is against both of them. Says everyone sucks here. Yeah, Rico was wrong, but OP clearly, and I mean clearly capital letters, escalated this. Let me explain. You don't just move someone's personal property without discussing it first. Even if it's in the wrong space, I mean, come on. How big and much room can a 4-foot mini fridge take up? It's not like it's horizontal, it's vertical straight in the air. Just put it in the corner, it's fine. 2 wrongs don't make a right, and screaming at somebody for reorganizing cookware, that's not professional no matter how vintage it is. I mean, you act like he threw the stuff away in the garbage. You're both acting like little children. Marcus was stuck in the middle trying to keep peace, and OP made it impossible. So yeah, I think everybody just sucks here. Guys, That was the third and final comment, and I want to know your opinion, so let me ask you this question and we can talk below in our comment section. Which one of these comments are you rocking with the most? The first comment that says, not the a-hole to OP. The second comment that thinks the whole story is crap. And the third comment that thinks everybody has a wrong place in this story, especially Rico, but mainly everyone sucks here. Drop your comments down below. Let me know what type of stories you guys like the most. Is it inheritance stories? Is it mother-in-law dramas, in-law dramas, neighbor disputes? I mean, we cover everything here. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and do remember one thing. It's cool to be kind. See ya.